Hello, YouTube back once again, and hey, remember a year ago when a show on Netflix came out called 13 Reasons Why that became a controversy I had never seen on the likes of a TV show before? Well, they made a season 2 of this show, and I actually like season 1, but a lot of it hinged on the fact there would never be a season 2 of this show, but because one of the best things about it, in my opinion, was the fact there was no conclusive ending for anyone. But I guess, it was, what was it? It was the surprise shock hit for Netflix. So season two's been made. It's gone online. It's like, it's 3:30 in the morning where I am right now. And I'm going to start vlogging this show. And what this show has to do for me more than anything else, it has to justify why there is a season two versus just ending it on season one. So, but in case it doesn't, I have a big bottle of Jack Daniels right here, and if this show causes me misery because it's actually quite depressing again, or if it causes me misery because I'm just so angry that this show exists and how terrible this second season is, I'll have something to wash down the pain a bit here. Let's just take a quick first swig to that. Jesus. So, anyway, I got my TV back there. I have the second season booted up. Let's begin. Okay, well, that was episode one. I have really mixed feelings about this. It by no means justifies its existence. Yeah, there is. At the moment, I'm just, my only thought is, why didn't you just end this on the first season? But, besides that, though, there's a bunch of issues. Well, the dialogue's as awful as ever. I mean, I thought they sort of got the kinks out during the end of the first season, but no, we're back to square one. I mean, like, we're full on Life is Strange level. Like, do you ever play this game? Ever hear the dialogue in this game? Hey, this game involves pictures. How appropriate. But whatever. It's clearly just a bunch of like middle-aged people just writing how they think hipster teenagers sound like. It's so cringy. So much of the dialogue is just complete exposition dump. It's pretty bad, the dialogue. But I will say this, the cast is still great. They're still the ones who are kind of able to somewhat hold this together at the moment. Dylan Minnette is still is an incredibly likable straight man as Clay. Everyone else, like Alicia Bowe as Jessica, and well, who else is there? Whoever else was in this, Mile Heiser as Alex. You know, I gotta say, that guy, for a guy who put a bullet through his head at the end of the first season, he is looking phenomenal. Like, I know it's 5 months later and he's had time to heal, but he looks. There's not even a scar anywhere on his head for, when a bullet went through it, but. What? Whatever, but. Oh god, but and besides that though, oh, and I gotta give credit, I gotta give special credit to Justin Prentice as the guy who plays Bryce. I mean, I'm sure he's a lovely guy in real life, but is this guy just amazing? As just playing the biggest douchebag who has ever lived. You were just staring there at him the whole time, just wanting to see someone stab him, and it's kind of amazing when Derek Luke, the guy who plays Mr. Porter, like when he like throws him against the wall. Okay, one is kind of silly looking scene because the actor Justin Prentice, he's a pretty big guy. Just to see Derek Luke just kind of throw, I was like, I feel like Justin Prentice could get out of this one really easily without much effort, but. Whatever. Oh, and also though, Mr. Porter, like, why is he not fired? I don't think I'm not saying like, oh, is he in the right or in the wrong, and what happened at the end? Like, no, that's not my point. I'm saying like, when school is going underneath a trial for this girl's suicide, and they have a release tape now of him being completely awful at his job, right? And that's the last thing that led to this girl's suicide. You would think the school would want to cut all ties with him, but guess not. At least, though, he seems to realize he sucks at his job this season. And yeah, as far as the rest goes, I'd say the big problem with this episode is, besides the fact it just feels pointless, the dialogue's terrible. Devin Druid as Tyler, I mean, they're clearly trying to make you sympathize with him again, which is what I give this show the most credit for. How it doesn't really take a stance for who you're supposed to like and who you're not supposed to like. Well, there's a few characters that if you don't think are complete monsters, there's something completely fucking wrong with you. But that's besides the point. But like this guy, though, I mean, they clearly want you to sympathize. It comes off like they want you to sympathize with it to a certain degree. But my only thought is like, this man's a legit stalker. Like, not even like hyperbole. Like, he's a legitimate stalker. We learned that in the first season, and that is the only thought that's running through my head. But yeah. So that was all stupid. Just like Dave was on the screen, I was like, can someone just punch this kid for speaking? Like this kid, he just creeps me out. But yeah. So that's the first episode. So yeah. Dialogue's really crappy. It's completely it's such an exposition dump. The acting's still great though. Oh, and the ending scene to this episode was so fucking amazing. Just seeing Clay just starting to hallucinate Hannah again. And let me tell you something, Clay. If you are hallucinating someone and you're not mentally broken at this point, like the first season, you just chalk it up. He's mentally broken. Like. No, he's completely. They clearly make it clear he's much more mentally recovered in this season. If you are seeing someone and they start talking to you, that is called being schizophrenic right there. And you really need to seek a medical professional for help on this one. But anyway, but still though, just his final exchange as he sees Catherine Lanford's Hannah again. Oh god, those two are have such a charming camaraderie with one another. Just when he's just says so, they both say just so blankly and matter of factly, like just like you talk now, like yeah, I guess. Okay then, and that just ends. That's kind of amazing. So yeah, expect first episode. Maybe it'll get better. At the moment, why does this exist? Anyway, onwards to episode 2.